Well, hello, everyone. It is Friday, May the 10th, 2024. I'm Doug. It's time once again to play Wordle. And of course, being Friday, it is Fearless Friday. That means we're going to do two things today. The first thing we're going to do is open our settings and turn hard mode on. And then we're going to intentionally find a difficult, challenging starting word. And to that, we're going to go to Christopher B123. Who wrote in, I suggested glog for the holidays, but I think it will be a great, and by that I mean terrible, starting word for a Fearless Friday any time of the year, so I'll put it out there again. Well, Christopher, thank you so much. Of course, sometimes the lines build for getting your starting word on the show, but I appreciate your patience, and I agree. Glog is not just for the holidays. So we're going to start this Fearless Friday with glog, and see if we can't work our way out of this predicament. What do we get with glog? Nothing. All right, as expected. That often happens on Fearless Friday, so we are not concerned. But even with the hard mode, we have an open board. We can put any word our little hearts desire, or our big hearts desire, because I imagine all of you have very big hearts. So let's start with stare. That's a very common second guess Fearless Friday word when things go bad on the opening guess. And let's see if we can get some information here with stare. All right, we have an A and an E out of position. We will certainly take it. We'll certainly take it. Of course, there are no full 5-letter evals in hard mode, so we have to move the A and the E around. What if we take the A and the E and we kind of just shift them over one each? I almost feel like that might be useful in terms of getting some things we can put in here. How about, I was going to say panel, but we tested the L. Let's see. How about, trying to see if this was going to make any sense or not. It might not, in which case we'll try something else. Yeah, nothing's jumping right out at me with the A and the E positioned there. No. So, all right, what if, let's take a different twist on this. What if we put the E and the A in the second and the fourth? So that could get, well, decay. Well, decay was recently an answer, so we will not be using decay again today. Let's see. How about, could it be, no, it can't be delay. Interesting. No, again, with this positioning of the letters, nothing is jumping out at me. Okay, interesting. But we do have to use these letters, no matter what. All right, so let's try a different approach. What if we put the E in the front and head, let's say, how about EA, eagle won't work. Let's see, EAN, boy, very interesting. I almost like regret that we got just these two letters and nothing else to work with. So I got a feeling it's going to cost me a little time. Heavy we can't use because the A would be in the middle there, and we know that's not right. Equal? No, equal can't work because we use the L. So that's not it. Ecal, no, you use the L, we can't do decal. Oh my goodness gracious. Bagel, we use the G's. Panel, we use the L's. What would make any sense here? Cheap. Oh, what a cheap. CHEAP. Well, that actually fits. So it would be looking at, could the E and the A be in the third and the fourth spot? That actually is interesting, huh? I'm willing to give this a go. I'll play. All right, is the answer to today's puzzle the word cheap? No, it's not. And we did not get any final decision on where E and A are either. All right, so we know the E has to be in the first, second, or fourth. We didn't get a lot of additional. We really didn't get a lot of additional intel on that, sadly. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. What about? Oh, you know what? Here's another one. I found another combination. What about baked? And this is where I get a little bit nervous. We're on the fourth guess now, and I almost feel like I'm being a bit desperate. Now, here's the good news. If baked is not the answer, the A has to be in the front or the back. The E has to be in the front. We're also going to get 3 consonants like that because we got to get consonants too here, right? B, K, and D sound good. This could be the answer. I'm gonna just hope here. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word baked? No, it's not. And look at this. The D joins the party. Happy with that, but stubbornly, A, E, and D all still out of position. Going into our 5th guess. Now, the only thing that's making me not terrified is that we brought the letter D into the equation here. But yeah, the E has to be in the first or the second spot. And the A has to be in the first or the last spot. Okay. Huh. That's going to be interesting. I feel like I want to start with the E in the second spot. If we go with that, the A kind of has to be at the end. So I don't think it's going to be a word with A and E. Now that gives us the D. Where would that D fit here in this hypothetical? It's not feeling right here. I don't feel like I like the E in the second spot for this reason. I got to be honest with you. And that doesn't feel right. Because it's not going to be A and E. And looking at this setup, it doesn't make sense to me. So that means I think we have to look at the E in the front. And then that means it has to be the A in the end. And then we have a D somewhere in here. And again, now what do we do here? N is a possibility. It can't be enema because the E has been tested in the 3rd spot. So it's not that. It's not that. Goodness gracious. My goodness, this is not good. We're in real trouble here. What fundamentally am I missing? If the A was in the front, it has to be AE. I can't see that. I absolutely can't. I mean, just all right, AE. What do I do now, right? And then the D has to be in the 3rd or the 4th spot? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. No, it doesn't. So that means that I have to have a word here it has to be E blank 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 A with a D in it. And it's not enema because we tested the E in the 3rd spot. Is that right? There can't be a double E. There can't. And there's a D in here. Where on earth is that stupid D supposed to be? Let's see here. There's a lot of letters we haven't looked at. N and M, obviously. What on earth makes sense here? I know this is going to sound insane. But I almost feel like I have to go and do something insane, which is do an eval on the 5th word. No, I can't. We're in hard mode. I can't do that. I have to play the D too. I just don't know what word even exists here. That's my problem. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. So let's just see. DE blank blank A. Is there anything here I can use? We haven't explored that. DE blank blank A. What would possibly fit here? DE blank blank A. Denda? Is that a possibility? Because we haven't checked the N. DENDA? That is a possibility here. Boy, what a crazy spot. I would be comfortable assuming it's in the word list because we're going to get a lot of information out of this. We'll test the D. We almost certainly get A and D locked in here, don't we? Is the answer to today's puzzle the word denda? Not in the word list. Crap. All right. Okay. I have to find an actual word. I have to find an actual word here. Wow. Okay, if we let's take the N and the D out here. Let's go back to this. There's obviously a word here that I just can't see. We haven't tested the Y. Is it possible that there's some wild card letter in the first spot? EDDA. EDDA. What would make sense here? Well, let's just take the D's out because I think that's making this confusing. So blank E blank blank A is a possibility here. Again, I keep thinking zebra, but obviously we tested the B and the R. That's not it. Let's see. ME something? No. Mecca? No. We need a D. WE something something A? No. FE? No. ZE? No. My goodness. Jetta? No, I don't think that's a word. I don't believe that to be a word. It's not, is it? JEDDA? Is the answer Jetta? Not in the word list. Okay. Let's forget the first letter for a second. Blank E, blank DA. Let's see if we can work it through that way. ENDA, EMDA, EXDA, EWDA. See, this doesn't fit for me. The D in the 4th spot. What about the D in the 3rd spot? ED blank A. EDNA? No. Wow. My goodness, I don't know that in the whole time I've ever done Wordle, I've ever been this stumped. I really don't think I've ever been this stumped before. EDNA? Could it be added? No, because we tested the E in the 4th spot. It cannot be added. It cannot be added. My goodness gracious. That letter D is just bonkers. My goodness gracious. I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do. AD. No, we can't do AD. Can we? AD, because no, we can't place the E in the third, fourth, or fifth. The E has to be in the first or the second. Why do I mean, there can't be we can't be E and A. It would have to be A and E in the front if we were going to put the A here. All right. AE. Is it something like AEIN? AENI? No, we have to have a D. AE blank D? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, and here's the thing. I have to play something with D, A, and E. And so what we can do here, we can play something that we know is not going to be the answer just for the sake of desperately trying to get some insight. So, like, we're going to have no choice here but to throw a Hail Mary and do, like, the word abide here. We know it's not the answer, as we've tested the B. But we have to ensure that we know where the A is. Right? Yeah. So we're going to do this is a absolutely Hail Mary pass just to get the A positioned. Abide for eval. And look at that. And then I jumps in. And I jumps in. So the A is at the end. Guaranteed. Lock it up. Lock it up. The A is at the end. And now we have the E. And then I joins the party. How crazy is that? The I joins the party. So that is interesting. We know the D is not in the fourth spot. It has to be in the first, second, or third. So, okay. Okay. I don't think the I is going to be in the fourth spot. Oh my God. Oh, I've got it. Oh my goodness gracious. EDIA. EDIA. We didn't look at E, D, and A in the second, third, and fifth, and all those combinations. We didn't look at it there. EDIA. And of course, that gets me media. Wow. I'm just taking a second to realize how crazy this is. I tried every possible combination of letters except E, D, and A in the second, third, and fifth. Every combination. I think we did have E, D, and A for a bit too, but I couldn't get the I in there. That's right. We did look at that, but I couldn't get the I in there. Well, talk about a relief. There's nothing else that fits. At least I hope. Let's get this. Let's get this long, agonizing solve done. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word media? Yes, it is. Wow. Boy, did I struggle with that one. Boy, oh boy, did I struggle with that one. It was definitely a hard word challenge. It was whoo. Christopher, you get the gold star. You were the MVP for greatest challenge I've faced on this show. Glog to media in 6. I honestly didn't think I was going to make it. I was really trying to figure out, I was considering just forfeiting, honestly. But I didn't. I kept it going and eventually got there. So, didn't mean to take so much of your time, folks, on this Friday. Apologize for that, but this was one for the books. As always, thanks for watching. Tomorrow's Saturday. Let's see what we're doing. We're doing audio. We're bringing back audio. hopefully that'll be the answer to tomorrow's puzzle, and we'll get it in one. I almost feel like that would be fitting. But nonetheless, whether it is or isn't, I hope you'll join me tomorrow for some more Wordle.